Hola, ¿cómo está?
Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches.
This is the type of news. I'm
Sí.
Dutch Pyramid.
Me llamo Bruce Robinson.
Papico. Why did we do Latin this time?
¿Por qué no?
So,
Español es,
Nope.
es mejor
nope.
idioma.
Nope, nope. First language English. Nope.
No clase de español en tu escuela.
Nope, not gonna do it.
¿Por qué no?
Not going on that road.
¿Por qué?
Nope.
¿Por qué?
A brief.
You know, it's funny, like, por qué means why, and because it's like, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué?
A brief
¿Por qué
PSA.
sí? ¿Por qué no?
We gotta do a PSA for this one because, we gotta head off this
Ay, 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 ay. Canta y no llores.
If I punched you on screen, would that be like straight closed court, like assault charges?
Je me sais.
They're in heaven.
Je me sais.
We have to do a PSA for this one, okay?
¿Por qué?
And I know, obviously, a lot of folks in the comments and viewers and everyone else understand that we have parents, right? Now,
We're dealing with this Dutch.
listen to me. Sometimes our parents are in predicaments where your job requires you to criticize them. Now,
Is that really necessary?
yes, it is
Is
because
that more necessary for you, more necessary for me? Because clearly you're more upset about this than I am.
yeah, well, I just thought a PSA would be nice. So,
Not really.
well, think about it. All they say in the comments is that, your daddy is your daddy, and that's
Yeah, but I know who my daddy is. My daddy is some random actor in England or something like that.
We'll pass that now.
My dad is a Canadian.
That's right. We'll pass that.
Not all.
But yes, as we've all seen, the OBA leadership is in the weeds. Now,
It's between Patricia, Jean Atherdeen, and good old Captain Crunch. I couldn't get it. I was about to say Captain Crunch. Good old Captain Canada.
now, listen here.
And Leah Scott as deputy.
Ugh.
But Leah's the only name that has been put forward for deputy, which I'm really upset about.
What I'm trying to figure out is what exactly the OBA is doing with itself.
Well,
To be honest.
this is kind of how I see the OBA right now. It's like you build this massive Lego set, and the PLP just picked it up and chucked it at the wall.
Yeah,
so the pieces just went flying everywhere, like just flying. Have you ever broken a Lego set and tried to put it back together without the instructions? There's a reason why they put different packs in different bags. So it's like, all right, build this thing. Now you just got like all these pieces, and it's just like, does this go here? Or does this go? What is that?
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah, my bad. So it's like like
it's all over the place. And the problems that they're facing are obvious. Is that you put my Aunt Pat into a position where she's interim leader, and she was UBP.
Mm-hmm.
So automatically, the vast majority of the voter base that voted for the PLP to get away from the UBP is now faced with a now UBP leader. Ex-UBP, sure, but UBP nonetheless. Now, that is the same leader that clashed with 60% of the electorate over that tweet situation. Now, you guys put her as leader, and now it's just being
interim leader to interim.
Yes,
But now she's running for main opposition leader.
This is my point. It comes down to what I'm seeing from the OBA right now is not a campaign to rebuild, but still a bunch of folks running their own show. Because at the end of the day, regardless of what anyone has to say about the PLP, yes, they are shooting off in multiple directions, but they look pretty unified over there right now.
They look unified. I don't know if they are.
Well, no political party is completely unified.
Well, not completely, but at least to a certain degree.
At least they can work together with favorable conditions. With the OBA, what I'm seeing is it looks like from the outside a tug of war between OPA and UBP. Now, as much as I hate to say
BDA and UBP.
yeah, well, sure. BD and UBP.
I mean, frankly, do I understand the people that put the names in the ring? Yes. Mm-hmm. Am I upset that some people that I would have preferred to put the name in the ring didn't? Absolutely. I'm really disappointed with Jeff Barron, actually. Mm-hmm. I really feel Jeff would have been a good leader. At least, if he wasn't going to go for leader, go for deputy.
I just feel like...
There's no even option. It's going to be Leah. Like, we don't have anybody else that wants to... Like, she has the position. Do I think she's the best person for the position? No. But she's the only one that put their name in the ring. So it's like, not only is the OBA still trying to get his pants back on, but it's like, it's putting them on backwards.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, our democracy and our Westminster system requires a strong opposition. And to have a strong opposition, you need to be able to appeal to the electorate. You need to be able to appeal to people that vote for you. You need to appeal to the country.
To be opposition leader, deputy leader, you have to have won your seat, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that also, I can see that being a problem because how many did OBA get? Like 13, 14 seats?
Yeah, but I mean, that comes back to Jeff Barron, who won his seat.
That's what I'm saying. Jeff Barron won his seat.
And I feel like the OBA is in desperate need of a new touch.
New face.
Desperate.
That's what I'm kind of disappointed. That's what I'm mainly disappointed about because I don't want to see any more tug of war between the BDA and the UBP. Frankly, I think most of the UBP members just need to be like, look, sit on, because if you really look at like one of the chief reasons why the OBA lost the election, it is mainly because
mistrust and lack of communication,
and the PLP had this big old UBP target that they could hit. People forgot that Wayne Ferber was the leader of the UBP and that Kim Swan was the only member of the UBP for like 5-6 years. People forgot all about that because they sided to their winning side, and that's fine. I don't care. I kind of like Wayne Ferber. I got nothing against him. See more time. Regardless,
you guys, I gotta shut that off.
UBP needs they need to go. Just.
I hate to say it, but it's like, yes, the people that put the name in have experience. Mm-hmm. They have a repertoire, but are you doing what's best for the community and your party?
Honestly, we're not worried about it. We're not worried about experience. We're not. I hear from so many people, we need a new party. I hear from so many people, we need young new faces. I hear from so many people, you and Dwayne should start a new party. I'm like, nope.
I will say this, if anywhere, I would have liked to see MP Craig Kenner as deputy. Because I feel like that would be a better use of his experience.
I feel
where he could support a new face in a new direction, but that new face would actually have all the same power. So at least we would get a new direction with the backing of experience.
But I'm sorry to say it, like y'all can say whatever you want, because I know I'm gonna get to for saying this. But out of the choices we have, I'm happy that he didn't put his name in the ring, cause I ain't got nothing against Aunt Pat and Gene Adderdean, but as leader.
Well, I mean, when you look at it, regardless of them getting in, the PLP is gonna run a train right over them, because at the end of the day.
Oh, that's inevitable. That's inevitable.
But I mean, it's not necessarily inevitable, because if you had a position where Jeff Barron had he had a minor splash on him, but that was from a family member, not
that was just stupid.
Yeah, that was dumb. But you have Aunt Pat and Uncle Craig, who just have huge
targets on the back.
Targets. It's no way, even if you won in the House, it's no way you will win the hearts of the people with those people as your leaders. I'm sorry. I mean, it's nothing against them personally, but as soon as you look at them, it's just the electorate is already starting to rumble just by seeing the names. Just on the article being released, they're already rumbling. And I'm not talking about just PLP voters.
OBA voters as well.
OBA voters are not impressed either.
Well, I just think that, this is what I think happened, situation-wise. The people that won their seats in the OBA We knew Dunkley wasn't going to do anything. We knew he wasn't going to make another bid for leader. We knew that wasn't going to happen. You knew Grant Gibbons wasn't going to do it. Trevor Mons wasn't going to do it.
Uncle Trevor's been on automatic.
When you really think about it,
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Jean put her name in there. I honestly, the only names I really saw going into it was Jeff, Craig Cannoner, and Patricia.
Yep.
Those are the only three. And I wanted Jeff to be leader and Craig to be deputy, so Mr. Cannoner could be like,
Pass the torch.
what you do?
Pass the torch.
Now,
The uncles and aunts in the PLP are definitely well situated for where they need to be.
this is what I'm saying. Now, whoever does become leader of the OBA, whether it is Mr. Cannoner, Patricia, or Jean, you have a massive, daunting task of not only putting together back that Lego set, but making everybody want to buy it again.
And do they have enough clout? They don't. Sorry. I'm just gonna tell you straight up.
5 years is a long time.
Yeah, it is.
5 years is a very long time.
Well, from where I'm sitting,
Well, right now, I'm not liking anything. But 5 years is a while. That is enough time to get. That's more than enough time to get your house in order.
whether they become the next government or not, the pressing task is to have a strong opposition. And
Oh no, I'm not even thinking about them having the next government.
it's like,
I'm saying like,
regardless of that, it's just our opposition right now is it's showing lately has been really petty. Like, I mean, as far as like challenges, and I mean, I've seen more adequate challenges from your senators, which to me is kind of interesting because you have Senator Nick Kemp, who has been opposing very, very
hell, if Nick Kemp won his
adequately.
if Nick Kemp won his seat, I want him in there.
Yeah,
But-
he's been doing opposition quite well because he's been sticking to the facts. He has not personally slurred anybody, and that's what we need. We need that fresh politics where opposition and ruling house can actually respectively oppose one another without it turning personal.
I kind of. I'm really pleased with Nick, but I'm kind of disappointed with some of the other younger members of the OBA because we just don't hear much from them.
No, I mean, you have a online campaign of opposition being rolled out, but it's not very well marketed. But it's Miss Nandy and Andrew, and Mr. Nick Kemp. And I think Ms. Anthony was on there a few times. But
Yeah, and I think they've got the FBA started back up.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as the FBA is concerned, I have seen the writings of the FBA, Mr. Matthias. And I have to say, if I was on the opposing electorate, on the opposing side, because right now we try to stay in the middle, but I'm going to say it, looking from that point
We
of
are
view,
not involved in the FBA, so stop saying or asking if we are.
I'm
The
not even going to
answer
entertain that foolishness.
is
That's
no.
foolish. It is foolish. He don't know what he's talking about.
Well,
Anyway,
idiot.
my thing is, in the middle, right? If I was looking at it from the PLP's with a standpoint, I would not read past the first two paragraphs, not even that, of the writing, because honestly, yes, he makes very valid points, but his style of writing,
It's presentation. Remember, politics is all about presentation.
yeah, his style of writing is very aggressive towards
Yes.
the PLP. And I feel like, yes, as an FBA member, obviously you are up in opposition to the PLP directly.
Directly.
That's true. But what you guys have to understand is that voters are people too. And they don't care about the opposition or ruling house as much as they care about their families and if their livelihood is in order. And if you can't appeal to them with your writing, then it doesn't make any sense. Because at the end of the day, sure, you might make stellar attacks against the ruling house. That's great. I mean, most of his stuff is very, very well written, and it has a lot of good information, and it hits the PLP.
But what
But-
makes a normal, average, everyday person want to read it?
And what makes someone who believes in the PLP likely to side with you over them when such scathing attacks come from you? Because what
Yeah.
happens is,
It's just like if you're throwing rocks and you're hitting all your targets, you're still throwing rocks.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, if you're people who are reading it, if you build up a wall to half your readers on both sides, then you're always gonna only have that base. And I'm not gonna sit here and sell a dream that a political party could ever consolidate an entire electorate. It will never happen. We all know that, but it's more respectable when the effort is made to reach over. You know what I mean? I understand, yes, there will never be a time where maybe it could be, but I will say it is highly unlikely that a government will be able to win over an entire electorate. But if you're going to write an article to oppose something, it needs to be done from a point of view that the people who support that can see where you're coming from. Because at the end of the day, if the people who support that notion aren't sold by your writing, you're just writing to write. Because then people are gonna still support it at the end of the day. They're not gonna take anything that you say for merit. That's why we all knew Mr. Dunkley was not gonna put his name in.
No, we knew that was gonna happen.
Because he has lost merit with the people at that point. It's just not gonna happen. Sure, you have your base, but obviously your base wasn't big enough.
I mean, Mr. Cannon is still holding on to his merit. I mean, it's there.
It is.
But it's a little wonky because people keep throwing, Jetgate, even though let's not go there too deep. I'll have to save a whole another episode for that.
That's right, and then he'll sue us.
Or just not invite me to Christmas dinner.
But it's true. Big target on the backs of, and it makes the opposition start off on a very, very weak leg, and they already got 12 seats. So they're already
significantly weaker than the progressive.
Significantly.
Yes. That being said, what I would want, if Mr. Callender did win the seat of opposition leader, I would hope he would essentially bring back the BDA. It would still be called OBA, but I would kind of want him to bring back the BDA because I hear from a lot of people that if
the BDA
if the BDA would have just taken that L back in 2012, not fused with the UBP, that they would have won this election today.
And you can see
because you had a black party that was made up of working class black people. Well, there's some white people in there as well, but that actually their policies and everything, a lot of people agree with them. So if Mr. Kenner does win opposition leader, this would be your chance to bring back what could have been.
Regardless of who is opposition leader.
Now that I'd like to see.
Yeah, but regardless of who is opposition leader, I urge the OBA to understand one crucial fact and to lick its wounds, but to remember, focusing on just the House and MPs are not going to get you anywhere.
Nope.
I see a lot of scathing attacks against the ministers.
I see a lot of wonderful boys too, but...
Oh, jeez. Yeah, all of that stuff and all of that is all centered in the House, but where's your groundwork?
There is no groundwork.
But this is my point.
They're still putting together the Lego set. Put it back together.
Yeah, but you have 5 years as opposition now to start getting back in touch with the people, i.e., change your writing style to appeal to folks who see from both sides of the spectrum, not just one side. Change the way that you carry yourself when it comes to presenting your opposition. Learn from Mr. Nick Kent.
Yes, Nick Kent. Put him as have him handle all of you lot's PR. Everything. If something comes from the OBA, even if whoever's the opposition leader, I don't care, Nick better come out of Nick Kemp's mouth.
Yeah, because the senators, Mr. Nick Kemp and Miss Nandy and Andrew Simons have been presenting facts. And yes, can I say if all of them are completely 100%? I haven't fact checked them, so no. But what I am saying is...
we're working on that.
What I am saying is that if the OBA had stuck to the facts, because the GDP is out, all that stuff, if they had stuck to the facts and not went to try and just sit back and just say, oh, yeah, these guys are going to understand what we've done. No, we're not. because we need you to tell us. And
This is exactly what we said. This is exactly what we said when we were discussing the PLP. If we don't see you doing your job, then guess what, bro? You ain't there.
And as opposition, your job is crucial because you essentially, opposition speaks a bit more for the people than the ruling house, because the opposition's job is to make sure that everything presented by the government is completely fine-tuned and catered to the people. And that's what one thing that the PLP did fairly well, was that they made sure that those people that put them in their seats as opposition leaders were catered to. And hence, which led them straight into the landslide victory.
Look, the PLP's people game is on point. I will never take that away from the Progressive Labour Party. They know how to handle people. They know how. Well, okay, that sounded bad.
But
that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I meant they know how to. How do I phrase this without making them sound like overlords? I don't like. I'm trying to like say something good about them, but
they know how to rally the people.
There you go.
Okay, they know how to rally the people, and that's because they understand the landscape of the electorate. They singled out who they knew.
They're good at connecting with people.
Because they are people. And this is what we need to see from the opposition, because at the end of the day, regardless of who you put in there, everything has to be overhauled. You can't continue to operate as business as usual. Oh, we're still the OBA. No, you took one of the biggest whoopings I've
ever seen
in our generation, I think. And at the end of the day, what exactly have you done to appeal and reconnect with the people? I have seen none of that so far. What I have seen is you opposing everything that the PLP has put forward. And we were just talking about this when they were in power. You don't just oppose to oppose, okay? We criticized the PLP for that exact same thing. You don't just oppose to oppose. You oppose in order to finely tune and move things forward. That's it. That's your job as opposition, is to say, we are the government's watchdogs. You need to follow everything to a T or we're going to bite you. Simple. It does not need to be every time I see an article, oh, the PLP has proposed this. OBA rejects that. Oh, the PLP has proposed, OBA rejects that. My thing is, pick your battles.
Pick them wisely.
Oppose for the people, and you will see that the people will respect you for it. They will respect you because you are opposing in their best interest, not opposing just because your name is opposition.
See, now, whoever the leader is, the OBA's new thing needs to be transparency, getting back the trust of the people, and being a decent opposition.
People.
What's 4 and 5?
People.
I thought
three
people were
people. Nope. 3 extra people. We need emphasis on people. Like, that's people. You know what I mean? It's like building up the economy and running a campaign and a platform on fixing the economy. It sounds nice. Numbers, money. But what you didn't do was trickle that down to the everyday person. People.
Remember in the Lego movie? When the little unicorn cat was talking to the business people and she was like, business, numbers. And she's like, is this working? And they're like, yes. She's like, yay! That's pretty much what it's like. We don't know what the hell you're talking about.
But if we like it, you know what I'm saying?
When you say, oh, well, we made this amount of dollars and we're building this and we're doing this, I don't give a damn. How would that help me? Because if I don't know no better, it just looked like a bunch of white people are just getting richer. That's what it looks like. Remember, what seems to be and what is are usually 2 completely different things. If what is lined up with what seems to be going on, that's called transparency. We see what you're doing and we understand what you're doing, so we're like, okay, not bad. We shouldn't need to research, like, well, okay. When voting for a government, I saw this a lot on election day. I saw a lot of people, go vote for the PLP. Great. Vote for who you choose to vote for. That's your choice. But a lot of people, I'm voting for the OBA today because, I had to research this and I did this and I looked up this and I did this and then.
Oh, did you know that Jeff Barron was giving back confiscated money today? No. Oh. Well, Interesting. You know, things like that people actually don't know that you think they should know, but they don't know because you didn't say it. You didn't. Oh, we actually had a plan to reform schools and fix schools. Yeah, we had a comprehensive plan. Oh, okay. Oh, Nick Kemp, I heard that you was trying to reform the welfare and the FA and all that, financial assistance.
Oh, Dalton Bragman, I heard you was trying to bring back trade schools or this or this or...
Huh. That's interesting. So
if we don't know, how are we supposed to know?
Yeah, you didn't tell anybody.
This is what I'm saying.
You said it, but saying it is not drilling in him.
No, it's not even saying.
PLP was like, they was hammering it like it's a nail and this person's
not
head.
Not even that. PLP wrote it was like bam, 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 bam.
Peace, presto, change it.
OBA is like, I had to lick it because you know that's how we use people did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. The people will understand this book that I'm reading, even though only I can read it, and they have to assume what I'm thinking, even though.
Yeah. Same with the airport deal. It was. Oh, we released the airport deal.
No,
all
you didn't.
37 pages of it. Oh.
That was a 260-page document that we needed to see.
Yeah. The people. That's the full details there. Yeah.
No, it was the 11 things before it was the full details.
Yeah. So it's like there you go. Read that and you understand. No. No. And then when he was promoting, when he was putting out pathways, and he said, well, like it's pretty much like, well, it is what it is. It ain't what it is.
Like we said, it is all about presentation
and communication.
A presentation is a form of communication.
It is, but I mean, you can present something nice and it can still be a bunch of foolery.
No,
but
of course.
If you communicate to the people how the facts am, and you communicate what your plans were with the airport, because as far as we know, you just boop, new airport. But it's like if you said, well, we went to new airport because
remember you have to say new airport.
Oh yeah,
they're Canadians. Well, no, not the Chinese.
No, not anymore. But I say, but
Ni hao.
if you put an airport there, you say boop. All right, we're gonna get you a new airport. But then you go to the people and you say, okay, here's how this airport can affect you. It's being as if ACON wants to make back its investment, it's gonna contact airliners, it's gonna get you new flight routes, it's gonna advertise. It's gonna
everybody at the airport currently gets to keep their job. They get new equipment. They're hiring a bunch of new young Bermudians, some of which I actually know personally. Like,
we could have did PR. Cause this is what you had to do is expand.
You know what?
Really had to do
that's what we're gonna start doing. We're gonna start being PR. If you need PR work because you don't know how to talk to people because you're a bloody moron, call us.
And we help you out.
$100 an hour.
We even have an impersonal moron. No! Sorry, did I say it out loud? Well...
If I punch you really hard, could you still say that?
Well, yes, I could. But I probably have to write it down. But regardless, people. You oppose...
People.
Yes,
you
in the
forgot
house.
about the other two people.
Right.
People.
3 people. People times 3. That is your main goal. As far as I'm concerned, for the OBA, y'all position shouldn't even be looking at the house. In fact, you should all be on
You looking at your house.
You should all be grounded and don't even look at the house. All you need to do is look at the people. Walk outside your house. Talk to some people. Chat to some people. Go down to a bar. Chat with some people. Don't get too drunk. Talk to some people. Go to a restaurant. Talk to some people. Don't even worry about the house. The house for you is irrelevant. You got 12 seats, ain't much happening for you up there. So at this point, people, hit the streets, billboard signs, come talk to us, come chat to us. For real people, we care. And that's all. That should be all you need to do for 5 years. And I guarantee you this country will benefit from having a strong opposition that cares about the people and having a government that cares about the people. We would just be peachy keen, wouldn't we? Pinching cheeks and kissing babies. Not on the lips, because that's weird.
Why would anybody think you would kiss a baby on the lips?
A lot of people do it, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's very crazy, actually. But anyway, this has been It's a Type of News. People times 3. I'm Dutch Pyramid.
I thought it was 5.
No.
You said people.
No.
People.
No,
That's
you said 2 other things, then you said people, and then I added 2 fingers. So it's 3 times people.
If I add, would it be 4 times people?
No, oh my goodness.